it up, it goes over the shoulder of Munsey. They will get back for the second this time. And still the boundaries aren't coming, but Nepal are just staying in the hunt because of all these twos that they've been running.
Well, the previous pairing with Irie and with Cami out there, their understanding running between the wickets was so good as we see him try and carve that ball away. But now you've got Karen Casey in there with, will they have the same understanding running between wickets? Not quite as quick as Irie.
Clubbed into the leg side, he's got a good piece of it. Has he got enough? Oh, yes he has! A flying fielder dives over the rope, but he heaves it for six. Casey was the hero in the first game. Is Sampal Kami writing his name up in lights today? It's 297 for 7.
Well, he's chosen his moment, hasn't he? That ball, he shot across and gave himself the room to be able to play that shot. Played it beautifully up and into the wind and let it do the rest.
That's the key, isn't it? Hitting with the wind. Might have just got a little bit too predictable. Cami knew the angle of ball was coming, managed to shuffle across and heave it into the leg side. Fantastic execution from Sampal Kami. He writes this young man's scripts. It's going to be a 20-year-old on his international debut, who's just taken a brilliant catch. Looks like he's maybe going to be entrusted to bowl the 48th and the 50th over. Has that extra pace, has that extra bounce. Can he handle the pressure? What a way to make your international debut.
Well, it's a huge call by Richie Berrington, and shows he said when he presented him his cap to Mackenzie Jones, we will be right behind you all the way. Well, if this isn't a captain right behind his debutant, I don't know what is. Run rate required now, just 9 runs from these final 3 overs.
Big pressure on the young man. Karen Casey obliterated out of the ground. The broad shoulders of the man from the far west doing it again for Nepal. The 300 comes up for just the second time in Nepal's ODI history. There's every chance they might just break their record total and break their record run chase here. Are they in control, Mel?
Well, and break Scottish hearts as well. And the Valentine man is becoming a specialist at breaking Scotland hearts. Tough initiation for Mackenzie Jones.
Casey guides it away straight to the fielder. Such is the pressure, the fielder doesn't even throw it, George Munsey. Even the men in the circle aren't saving a single now.
Well, the problem was Mackenzie Jones, he was halfway down the pitch and he's followed through. No one back at the stumps, and that was probably the end where there was the best chance of affecting a run out. The calm, it's always so calm, Richie Berrington. Just trying to instill confidence.
The cardiac kid's doing it again. Heart rate's elevating, pulses leaping. Top edge, going to go over the head of the keeper, over the head of George Munsey. It's going to fly to the rope. Nepal, well, are they eking closer? Are they sensing history in Scotland? Scotland must be thinking, surely not again. And look at the 12th player. They're doing their thing for Nepal yet again.
Unbelievable stuff. It's gone for the risk. Just gets the top edge, but he's got enough on it. And boy, oh boy, I think they're in the box seat now, Lenny, or is there another twist to come?
There's always another twist now. There's always a twist in this league. 16 to win off 15. You can sense a wicket's going to come for the young man now and give us another agonising moment. What a chase it's been, whatever happens from here. Incredible from Nepal. Dug in, good bouncer, really good bouncer, nothing wrong with that. A crucial dot ball, the first dot ball in what feels like an eternity.
I can't actually remember the last one, but this is what Mackenzie Jones has, that extra height, the ability to just bang the ball in. And we saw him take wickets with it earlier. Boy, wouldn't they love him to do that again now. But a dot ball, almost as valuable at this moment in time. They need some more of them.
Desperately need a wicket, Scotland. Dug in, and it's another dot ball, back-to-back dots. That's the first time that's happened in a long time. Nepal having done all of the hard work, it's sometimes almost harder to get over the line, isn't it? Don't need big hits now, ones and twos will do.
Well, this is terrific from Mackenzie Jones after being hit for 6 and 4 in the first 3 balls. He's just deployed that short ball really well. Just given it that little bit of extra kick of pace. Can he get out of the over with another?
16 to win off 13. Jones delivers, Cam hits it up, Charlie Tier goes back, and juggles and holds on! Somehow, a kick of the ball afterwards, and Cammy's odyssey is going to end. And it does go to Jones. There is always a twist and turn between these two sides. Scotland fight back, the debutant has 3. Are we going all the way again?
Oh, I can't take it, Lenny. He does get that extra bounce again, and it draws the top edge. Well taken in the end after the initial juggle. Boy, oh boy, how fast is Charlie Tier's heart racing right now? Oh, Sompal Kami, it's been a wonderful innings from him. Can't see at home. What have we got coming next? I can't tell you, because my heart race is racing like it's never raced before. 2 overs remaining. Oh boy. But what an over for Mackenzie Jones, playing in his first international match for Scotland.
Look at the questions that are being asked, and really, particularly this 49th over, they're worried, aren't they, Mel, about that leg side. They're worried about how do they find a way to cope with that leg side and the breeze, because KC, he knows that Sandeep Lamachani can bat, there's no doubt about that, but he won't get much assistance from Lalit Rajbanshi. So I think he's going to maybe look for 1, if not 2 big hits in this penultimate over that will likely be bowled, not by Charlie Castle, but a change in bowling. Brandon McMullen. How is McMullen now the one who shows the ball to death? Another twist, another turn. Lamachani will be at the non-striker's end. It ends a career best innings from Sompal Kami. What a knock it was. It's the highest aggregate match ever in the history of Scotland and Nepal ODIs. It's already within 2 runs of Nepal's highest ever total, but it won't matter for anything if they can't get these final 16 runs. 16 to win off the final 2 overs, and so much rests on the shoulders, as so often, of the broad-shouldered Karen KC.
Oh, Brandon McMullen, not a noted death bowler, but he's been forced into this role now in bowling the penultimate over. He's bowled well today.
Here we go, 2 overs left. Looks for the Yorker, digs it in, and KC loses his bat, so with it he'll lose any chance of getting a second. As McMullen looks to have done himself a nuisance as well in his follow-through. Such drama yet again. McMullen looks in real trouble here.
Oh, he's barely able to hobble back. I hope he hasn't done anything serious. It was a terrific delivery.
Does bowl a good Yorker, Brandon McMullen. He doesn't use it too often because he's noted as a length bowler, but look at this, the perfect Yorker. KC followed through, lost his bat, he lost his body, he ended up falling over. But it's all happening again. Will McMullen be able to complete this over? Or will they have to turn back to Charlie Castle? It looks certain that the 20-year-old on debut, it looks like he's going to bowl the 50th and final, if we get there, of course. 15 to win off 11, McMullen's just going to find a way to get through it.
He just gave the thumbs up to the umpire, but he's clearly not comfortable. You can see the grimace on his face. Just trying to work out what he's done.
Sandeep Lamachani to face his first delivery, gets enough to get at least a single. Will Karen Casey want the second? He thinks against it, probably rightly so. Means he'll keep the strike. Surely the approach here with that wind blowing so heavily to the leg side, the shorter boundary, Mel, has to be for Casey to get at least 1 boundary this over to that shorter side.
I'd say he'll be going for 6. He'll try and get it up into the wind. This is a brave effort from McMullen too. He's not comfortable, he keeps going.
14 to win off 10 again, it's into the block hole. Lamachani was a bit slow to get off the mark. The fumble won't allow the second. After so much brilliant running, that wasn't a particularly good piece of running. They could have got two there, and they didn't. Is the game swinging Scotland's way now? 13 to win off 9. You've sensed Nepal need a boundary.
Well, they do need one, and again, Berrington just taking his time here, calming things down. You can see that he knows that McMullen has just bowled those Yorkers really well. Now he's got Lamachani to bowl at. It's so tight this game, Lenny. I can't pick it.
13 to win off 9. Don't rule out the super over. 12 off 9 would send us off to that in the gathering gloom. Doesn't deliver it. I think he's just lost his footing as opposed to anything else. The Nepal fans and the Scottish fans, everyone on their feet. It's freezing cold still, isn't it? Bitterly cold. Who's it going to be, Mel?
No, I can't pick it. You don't put this on me. I cannot pick it, Lenny. It's just, God, just cardiac kids.
Mel's calling the super over. Full toss, smoke down towards long off. Who fields cleanly will be just the single. Lamachani gets KC on strike, maybe not the worst result. Surely KC is thinking a boundary, one of these two deliveries.
Has to be, has to be. Can he get it up into the wind? Do we find another Yorker out of Brandon McMullen? He knocked him off his feet before.
Hits it towards long on. Hits it wide and long on. Does get the boundary. And Karen Casey is at it again. It's 8 to win. There's 7 balls to do it. Scotland, Nepal, there's something in the water between these two.
I went for the Yorker. Maybe didn't get it quite as full this time, but it's played beautifully by that broad-shouldered Karen Casey. Is he going to be the hero for the second time in a week for Nepal? Might have to share the honours with a few others.
8 to win off 7, KC on strike. Gets an inside edge. I think he'll just want the single. He wants the strike. He wants to do it his way. He wants to get them home again. He'd like to do it, not going to the final ball. Here's the shot down the ground. The long on fielder, Mel, was wide because of the wind. And that big pocket down there in the corner, it's almost impossible to defend. With just 6 deliveries left, it's 317 for 8. Nepal needs 7 to win. The most extraordinary comeback you'd maybe ever witness.
Aside from the one 6 days ago, Lenny. It really is something else. And what I love to see is this belief that the Nepal side has in their ability with the bat. We saw it 6 days ago on this very ground. Are we seeing it again? They don't feel like there's any limits on what they can do, what they can chase down. It's
a new belief, Mel, isn't it?
It is.
Instilled by Stuart Law, the calmness. Not sure if Stuart Law is calm. It's not going to be the debutant to bowl the final over. Where is Stuart Law? Just to the left there. If we look to the left, Nick Pothis is on his feet. Welcome to cricket in Nepal. Gyanendra Malla is there with them. And then Stuart Law's hiding in behind the Nepal flag, talking to the vice captain. Stuart Law's just saying to Nick Pothis, yeah, this is how it usually goes, mate, with the cardiac kids. It's going to be Safi and Sharif. Who will it be? Sharif or Casey? Chipped up in the air. Does it get over the head of Charlie Tear? It does. He's probably going to cut it off. I think they'll just run the 2. They're thinking of the third. Lamachani wants it, but Casey wants the strike. A 6 will do it. A 6 will win it for Nepal. There's a punch of the bat in frustration from Casey. He thought that was going to be that.
Well, a shout out to Charlie Tear, because that was brilliant fielding. Wasn't going to get there. Look at the speed at which he chases it down, and the turn and quick release. Didn't get all the way in, but it was enough to stop them from taking an extra run.
Short ball. Is there glove on this? Massive appeal. No. KC did have a little bit of a guilty look back. This will make for an interesting replay. Good short ball, surprise delivery from Safi and Sharif.
Just take another look. It was a good short ball.
Oh, no. No. Has that come off something? There was a guilty look, wasn't there, from Karen Casey? Not much of an appeal from Matthew Cross, a big appeal from Sharif. We're going all the way again. It's 5 to win, 4 balls to do it. Casey on strike. Goes Miles up. Fine leg nestles underneath it.
And holds on! Sharif roars! It's the debutant again! Jones takes the catch! And it's only Rajbanshi in the hooch. The tactic going short.
Brilliant from Sharif. Brave from him. What a catch. Not for the first time. The second time from the debutant. And if Nepal are going to do it, they're going to do it 9 down again.
Oh, Mackenzie Jones, what a day out he's having on debut. His third catch of the match. He's taken a couple of wickets. Again, had so much time to think about it. Dropped in front of him. Remember, the wind is hurling around, but look at that. Yes!
Tough to say that it's 2 extraordinary catches under the maximum of pressure. And with Lalit Rajbanshi really not known for his batting, there's only going to be one way Nepal will win this now. Rajbanshi will have to get a single and leave it to Lamachani to have 1 or 2 balls to hit a boundary to win it. Casey's gone for 17 off 10. He won't be the hero today. And Nepal are right on the brink. But are they going to be able to get over the line? 5 to win off 3. It's another all-time classic in Dundee. Whatever happens.
Can't take this. Can't take this.
Incredible scene. What a catch. 2 quite brilliant catches with the wind, with everything going about. All the fans in the background really cheering for it to be dropped. What incredible presence of mind from the young man. He almost doesn't know what to do. Such was his delight. Safi and Sharif roared too. A belter, maybe even better than 6 days ago, whatever the result. Can Rajbanshi get a single? Will Berrington be tempted to squeeze his fielders in? I think they'll know Rajbanshi well enough to know he's unlikely to hit a boundary. Surely he will look for one and look to hand it over to Lamachani to win it for Nepal.
Oh, what an over this has been at the death from Sharif. Really smart. The experience and the calm, and the calmest man out there looks like Richie Berrington. I don't know how he does it.
Nobody's on the single, really. Can Rajbanshi get one to give Lamachani the strike? Here we go. It's the Yorker, they're going to run it anyway, and they'll get the bye. I think Matthew Cross got caught in 2 minds, whether to throw at the stumps or whether to get it back to Sharif. A great call from Sandeep Lamachani. Brilliant presence of mind from him. And he's got the chance to be the winning hero now.
Well, he had the glove on, he was in 2 minds. Lamachani has set off so quickly. Oh boy.
Very good game awareness. Very, very impressive. It's going to come down to the barest of margins yet again. Whatever happens here. 323 for 6 Scotland made in the first innings, thanks to that late assault, making 120 off the final 10 overs. It's 4 to win. They've got 2 balls to do it. They could do it with 2 twos. I don't think they'll run a single. Don't think they'll leave it up to Rajbanshi. It's going to be on Lamachani's shoulders either way. Where does Sharif go? Does he bang it into the surface, or does he go full?
Oh, well, that's the discussion they're having right now. Richie Berrington and Safi and Sharif.
There's an agonising calm just across the ground now.
It's not calm, it's anxiety, Lenny. What are you talking about?
The crowd have been calm because of the nerves and the anxiety. Still no one on the single. Those in the deep, though, are 5-10 yards off the rope at long on. And deep mid-wicket, Lamachani, 4 to win, 2 balls to do it. Bowled into the slot. Can they hustle to get the second? They're going to think about it. I don't think it's going to be possible. And remarkably, with Sharif nailing the Yorker, it's going to be up to number 11, Lalit Rajbanshi, to try and scramble 2 to get us to the super over. Or can he find an outside edge and find a boundary to win it?
Brilliant from Sharif, and with the fielding, his own fielding of that delivery that prevented the extra run as well. Has the brilliantly executed Yorker. Again, the discussions are on, the wheels are turning in the brains as they try and work out where they put their fielders to try and eliminate the extra run.
I think the umpire there, Gazzy, was just confirming that we will be off to the Super Over with a 2. I think that's what he's confirming to the Scottish team. So one doesn't matter. If it's a single of any kind, it will be Scotland that win it and pull it out of the fire in the most dramatic of circumstances. 2 are off to the Super Over, 3 or more, surely they're not going to run a 3, but any boundary will win it for Nepal. Lalit Rajbanshi is not known for his batting. He's a fine left-arm spinner. He's probably never really been in a position like this before in his 26-year-old life. His highest score in his career is just 11 across 62 internationals. But if he hits a boundary here, he'll be known as the best batter ever to come out of Nepal. It's going to be 2 for the Super Over. 4 or 6 will win it. The ball feels like it's going to take an eternity to bowl very wisely. The man at deep third is going back, but that means somebody else has to come up, and that is going to be mid-on. I think he's probably going to look to go full. Can Rajbanshi manufacture a boundary? Whatever they've got to do, they've got to keep running Nepal. If they can run 2, we'll have the Super Over.
Well, the Yorker has worked well for him so far. What an amount of pressure to come onto one of Scotland's most experienced heads in this side. Safian Sharif comes down to him.
Here we go. It all comes down to this. 2 for the Super Over, 3 or more to win.
Bowls him! Bowls him! Bowls him! Bowls him! And Scotland win! Not Nepal this time. A heroic effort from everyone. But Safian Sharif's experience and class